What is going on, fire signs? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're unsure of your placements, go and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. I almost shuffled these cards the wrong way. I'm just so glad I thought about what I was doing before I went in on this. But yes, let's see what's going on here with your love lives. Hopefully all is well. I had a good time on Sunday and pulling cards, even if it was impromptu, which I'm sorry about that. I didn't anticipate my stuff to conk out and act crazy. And I was about to cry. Shoot, 10 videos? No. But yeah, I really had a lot of fun. I'm really glad I got to meet a lot of people from Australia, New Zealand, okay, England, India. A lot of cool people showed up. Netherlands. Okay, let's see what's up. And a lot of people from the States as well. I can't count those out. Can't count them out because they are a wonderful batch of folks. Let's go ahead and see what's going on though. Oh. You guys have found your independence. I love it. But you always had, you know, a sense of independence. It may be that now that this is like changing of your inner circle, okay? And I know this is not really people oriented. There's no people other than the person in the card. But I'm getting a sense that this is talking about environment more so than anything. Because your environment looks quite enclosed. Underlying energy is a high priestess. Why is the high priestess there? Because of the 10 of cups. I think there's something here that you know now. Some things that you are understanding about yourself, especially in regards to your spirituality, your instincts, you know. I really like this higher priestess, even though, you know, it does kind of give this kind of feeling of like, ooh, there's secrets. There isn't, because the Ace of Swords is here and the Knight of Swords. They're not going to really, you know, dabble in the whole secrets situation thing, you know. But the high priestess talks about you knowing something about your happiness, your happily ever after. I feel like after a certain situation may have come to an end, I do think that you've gained some sort of information, some sort of perspective. As your current state of being, or your, you know, your challenge here, you have the Ace of Swords. So this is talking about a new beginning with new ideas, new way of thinking, new way of you know, new ideas really, more than anything. But it's crossed by the 9 of Pentacles. This could be a different perspective regarding your independence. It could be in regards to your it's regards to a comfort zone that you may be in. It could be, again, surrounding, it could be in regards to surroundings. It really can, to me. But a new perspective about what makes you feel the most free and not so trapped. And it could be also what is more fun to you, because the 9 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups together, that can totally show complete apathy and boredom. Right, this is great and all to be in a place of, you know, power and feel like you're in a place of power where you can control, you know, the things around you and build great abundance around you. But at the same time, if you're not having fun, there's no point. Now, in the past, I think you guys had this push, this drive, this fight for something. Like you guys are really going hard and going in on something, going in towards something. It could be in regards to the relationship. Maybe you guys were combative in regards to your relationships. Maybe someone was combative with you guys. But all in all, you guys were trying to get to some sort of conclusion, some sort of victory. This Ace of Swords. It could be with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, though. But I really feel like you guys were really aiming for some sort of conclusion. You're fighting for some sort of perspective. You know, there was a lot of fast-moving energy here. That's what that tells me. A lot of progress being made. And I think somebody may have delivered a message to you that may have been a little bit too harsh. Maybe a little bit harsh. Harsher than necessary. But it was their truth. Now, the situation here is now that you feel emotionally stuck. Like, you don't really know how to get out of this energy. Like, you kind of focus on what you know, what you've got going on. And looking at the situation, it's like it's not giving you any solutions, any pleasure, and ultimately it's just feeling like you're just not going anywhere. You know what I mean? It could just feel like you're not going in any direction whatsoever. But the situation is that a new beginning is literally on the horizon. It's right behind you, as a matter of fact. And it's not that, I don't know if you don't, obviously you're not seeing it, but it's not because of choice. This person doesn't choose to not see this cup. In some circumstances, and depending on the reading, it can indicate that this person is choosing not to see an offer. Someone's literally turned their back on it. But for some of you guys, I feel like that's not necessarily so. I feel like you guys have been going ham on one area, and you don't really see an option coming up. Again, not being your fault, especially since this is kind of crossing the present as well. It could be that you may be surrounded by some sort of enclosure in an environment where you're familiar with the circumstances that going outside of this environment will actually initiate this new beginning, or maybe even noticing that there's a cup standing outside of your wonderful garden that you have developed for yourself. Okay, like this is talking about shifting focus. The situation here, it may be the way it is, right? But it doesn't mean that you have to be the way it is. The cups are set. You can change your focus, but it's all up to you whether or not this perspective is something you want to embrace or reject. And I feel like you do embrace it here, because the Page of Wands is a new start, it's a new beginning. It's not huge, but it's initiation of something that's really, it's really nice, exciting, can lead to a new adventure. Perhaps I think you guys are realizing that this is a situation that it is what it is, and shifting your focus is the best thing that you do. That's the best thing that you can do, rather. I feel like that is what you guys are going through right now. You guys know that this situation isn't leading to really anything. And it's like, well, we might as well start this new beginning and this new journey on your own. But the thing that's keeping you right now is the same thing, the Nine of Pentacles, stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's like you know what you need to do, but it's like there's this bit of hesitance here. Or it's because you just, you have, you're stable here. You feel good about where you are. So, your best path to follow is the Sun. There's a lot of clarity. The High Priestess and the Sun, to me, is like, now you know stuff. You're more aware of things around you more than ever. If you don't see a cup of love being offered to you now, then you will soon. Okay? But things are becoming more apparent to you. Things are becoming more clear. And I really feel like right now it's just about utilizing this perspective, utilizing this information to your advantage. Fire signs, I don't see any sort of like resistance. I don't see any sort of reason why not to do something. And believe it or not, even though this is talking about a comfort zone and everything like that, this shows that this person's prepared to leave their comfort zone. They've done that before. They left their comfort zone back at the Four of Pentacles. This person's a lot more confident, more independent. They know that they can manifest beautiful things. They don't have to worry about ever coming back here, because they can, or they know they can. They know that their confidence is not materialistic, because they built this from the ground up. They busted their ass to get here, and that's never going to leave them. That memory of all that hard work and all that trial. Oh my gosh, I always mess up with that phrase, but all those trials and tribulations, everything that they've been through that has shown them their dedication, their willingness to push forward, their solution, their solution mindset. This has shown them that they can do anything. And I feel like that's just you guys. That's why this situation with the Four of Cups is not necessarily like, oh, you guys have to shade your focus. I think you know that. It's just it's having the courage to do it. Is having the courage to do it. Having faith and trusting yourself to do it and go with your intuition. There's only so much you can see. But if you have trust in yourself, you ain't gonna worry about nothing. Alright, you guys, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I still have that $5 instant go sale left, but I'm getting a lot of messages, so you take advantage of that, because I don't know how long that's gonna last. Okay? I'm tired, but yes. Love you guys so much, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye, fire signs.